Hello and welcome. I'm NJYosh, and we are back in Bannerlord to continue our mercenary adventure. I did spend some time since last recording, just doing practice fights in the arena. Built up a little bit more gold. I think I won about four, somewhere around half that I won. But that does give us enough money to buy a simple light crossbow and some light quarrels. So we are going to do that. And the question is do I want to go sword and spear, or do I want to get a shield? I think I might want a shield instead. Alright. So, what are we doing now? We have a small band of troops, and we now have some ranged ability. So let's see if we can find maybe either a group of looters or something. Did we have a quest? Hang on. No. Well, we have the main quests. We don't have any side quests. So maybe we'll actually go talk to some of these towns, see if we can pick up a relatively easy quest. Doesn't seem to be one there. We can go back to this training field whenever we want and practice any kind of combat. There's a small group of looters. They are currently patrolling. Don't seem to be afraid of me. Nope, now they are running from me. But we are a little bit faster, so we should be able to catch up to them, hopefully before they get too close to another group.
We got no quarrel with you.
But I have one with you. Give up. Alright, now we have troops. We could send our troops in to attack for us, but we're going to attack. Now, I believe we're going to be the only one mounted here. I want you guys back here. Now, what I'm trying to do is spread out the enemies a little bit, delay some of them, so the numbers are a little bit better, a little bit more in our favor. See, I've got 3 of them occupied, which means only 4 of them are going to be attacking my group of the half a dozen troops. Meanwhile, I'm also able to do some pretty decent damage to these guys. Alright, now I'm going to have my guys charge in. Meanwhile, I keep these guys occupied. And unfortunately, they hit right on the edge of that hill, but it shouldn't be a problem. And that was a pretty easy victory. So, we knocked out 1, killed 6. A bunch of our recruits have leveled up, as I also have gained some experience. We can now take a prisoner. And we can look at these recruits and we can level them up. So I've got... Oh no, it's all 5 of our Imperial recruits. I forgot I had this guy. So we're going to do 3 infantry and 2 archers. And they have nothing great. I'm going to just loot that. So that prisoner, ooh, 34 looters. That's more than I think I would want to deal with. I would lose all of my troops. Even if I was able to whittle them down, which I'm not confident I could, I would lose all of my troops in the process. So we want to avoid that group. We're going to head to them over here. 16 we'll go for.
Stop right there. This is a robbery.
Yeah, fight me. This is not guaranteed, but we should be able to maybe beat them.
Hear me!
All right, to
Move! Line formation!
all right. I want you guys further back, actually. Let's get up there.
Footman! Forward!
All right. Now I got to see about delaying the army, well, the group of looters a little bit to try to get my troops in position. That's just a miss. So my archers are starting to hit them. Gotta try to keep as many of them tied up as I can. Nope. My companion got knocked out. Taking some hits here. But my troops are doing okay. Maybe I'll let a couple more of them move over to engage. Gotta watch my health here, because my health goes down, I'm in trouble. See if a couple more of them will dribble over. No? My archers are still doing work, so that's good. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Looks like maybe lost one other. I wonder if he was wounded or dead. Let's find out. Alright, so we did lose an infantryman, so our army has gone down a little bit, and our companion is wounded. He'll be not available for a while. But these guys can be promoted. Oh, we also have some levels that we need to deal with. That's better armor. Don't have any arm armor, so it's just automatically better. let's take a look at our character stats. All right, we need to raise our focus here, I think. You know, we probably should also take at least a bit of probably should have taken some in charm and trade and stuff before, but that's okay. All right, perk here. 2% damage with pole arms while mounted. 2% damage by cavalry troops in your formation. I think we're going to go with that because we're not really going to be not mounted very often. At least not using a pole arm. All right, extra charge damage dealt and charge damage by troops in your formation, as opposed to plus 10% maneuvering and 30 ride skill. Both of those are good, but I think I'm going to go with that charge damage. And he does not have any levels. Fair enough. We actually kind of want to talk to Garros, because he's got a main quest point of information. So let's see if we can catch up to his army. He also has a side quest, but probably not something I'm going to be interested in doing right now.
Forgive me what may seem to be an abundance of caution, but please keep your distance. Just beyond sword length is fine. So, who might you be?
My name is NJYosh, sir. May I ask your name? I'm Gyarios, the rightful Emperor of Calradians. I am Lord of Zionica? I don't know. And Chalmaris. I'm always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told I take good care of my men. Alright, what is Neretes Folly? Well, that's what some people call the Great Battle of Pendrak in the year 1077. Emperor Neretes led an army accompanied by the Khuzaits and Isari to fight a coalition of Sturgians, Batanians, and Valadians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it, but the victors didn't fare much better. I see. Is there anything else? Can you tell me anything about the battle? Yes, we will never forget that day. The day we learned that the old men who claimed they had the right to rule us were doddering incompetents. I was with the vanguard. Neretes apparently knew that Batanians had planned an ambush. The Khuzait scouts had told him, but he never bothered to inform us. So up we went along a lovely wooded stream until the Batanian arrows started whooshing in from all sides. We had our shields, but you can only point them in one direction at once, so we started to drop, one by one, until the Batanian phalanxmen came screaming out of the trees. Ordinarily, they'd be very vulnerable to archers, but, well, old Neretes hadn't thought to send any along with us. So they came upon us, chopping and slashing, and we fought until we broke. I ran too, and any man who tells you he wouldn't in those circumstances is a liar. When I was sitting in the cold woods later that night, hiding with the other fugitives, listening to the barbarians whoop and holler as they chopped off heads as trophies, I promised them that no Calradian soldier should again be led into battle by an emperor who knows so little of war. All right. Now, I could scout enemy garrisons. No, that's going to require too much running around at the moment. I updated our main quest. I have to talk to 9 other nobles about it. Alright, now what we can do, if we go to the tavern district, I can ransom my prisoners. They're not worth much, but because they're just basic looters. But it's still good to do. No tournaments in town, okay. No companions in town either. We are going to trade off all of this. Wait. Do you need some of it? You probably do. just have a sword. No, that's probably not going to be any good. All right, sell the rest. And we will pick up some javelins for you, I believe. And maybe a shield. You know what I did? I never hit done, apparently, buying the crossbow. That's why I didn't have the crossbow in hand. That was dumb. Okay. Any recruits? No. Okay. We're going to wait here for a little bit while my wounded companion heals up some. And while we heal up a little bit as well. Danger of that is we're using money without making any money. Alright. That's going to have to do. We can't afford to stay too long. My lord, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Go on, I'm listening. About the food. These men are willing to spill blood for you, but there won't be much blood in their veins to shed if their bellies are empty. I forgot to check my food. Very well, I'll consider this when taking such actions. Okay. We need food. Yeah. That was a mistake. And the more food variety we have, the better. But we can't afford too much more than that. Alright, what is your quest here?
Oi, sorry, I don't think I know you.
My name is NJYosh. May I ask your name? I am Eskyron. I own land around here. I speak for many of the people in the village. I'll mark your name. I heard you need help with a problem. Yes, it's a good problem to have, though. As you know, I deal in grapes. Production this year has been very good, and we cannot no longer make a profit on the local market. I cannot, however, put together a caravan to sell it elsewhere, so I propose a very simple deal. You sell me the goods at a discount? That could work if you have the money, but if you don't, I'm willing to take a chance on you. I reckon 25 sacks of grapes could probably find a market nearby where buyers will pay you a total of 270 coin. Here's my offer. I loan you the product, you sell it whatever price you like, and bring back 270 coin. I have little doubt you could find a market where you could make a better price than this and make a profit. That seems a simple errand. Would your offer still stand if I can get someone else to do it for me? Not just anyone. If your companion has that, if you have a companion that has your complete trust, then I'll agree. Just make sure he is well guarded. Goods attract bandits, as I'm sure you know. I suppose 3 well-armed men should be enough. So, I could send my companion along with 3 of my troops off to do it. It'll take them 4 days, and then they'll return to me. Or I could just do it myself. I think I'll take it myself. Good. Needless to say, I'm not taking any money. By not taking any money up front, I am trusting your honesty and your ability to protect those goods. But I am sure that trust will not be misplaced. So, I could choose to buy it, but that's going to use like all of my money. Or I can borrow it and have to come back with his money. Given how close that's going to run me to broke, I think I'll rather be your middleman in this matter. I need to keep my money. You can have your men load up the grapes already. Okay. So now we are on a schedule. So we have 30 days to bring him back his money. Where are we going to take these grapes? We've got to take them out of this neighborhood because others in this area produce grapes. Woo. So I think maybe we'll take them towards Lycron. Oh, my speed is reduced because I'm burdened. Oh no. That's not ideal. I'm not going to be able to buy a horse at either of those. I've got to go to Poros and maybe get a horse. See if I can afford a pack mule or something. Speed up time a little bit. Poros is not going to have a good price for grapes because it has towns in its vicinity that produce grapes. I mean, we can look. Yeah, grapes here are not. Well, that's actually not a terrible price. Let's grab a palfrey. Let's sell at least enough that we are no longer burdened and we've made the money we needed for that guy. Since we're still right here, let's actually go right back, pay that guy his money, and then we'll go find some place to sell the rest of the grapes. So we're still slightly overburdened. It's not too bad, though. We were also moving through the woods at night. Let's talk to him. It's been like a day. About that task you gave me. Here's the 275. And that completes that. He's now going to be more trusting of me. Ooh, these guys become cavalry, I think, when they level up. Let's hire two of them. Alright, now we're going to go off to, maybe back over to the first village we visited, first city we visited. So you see these groups of villagers. The villagers will leave their village to travel to a city to trade their goods. And you can talk to them, well, we can talk to them either way direction, but you can talk to them on the way out of the village, and I mean, you can either turn bandit and attack them for their goods, or you can buy their goods and transport them to the city and sell them. Grapes are worth slightly less here than they were in the other one. So that was a bit of a misstep. Okay. I don't really want to go back. Butter's at a decent price here. Olives are too, but that's still too expensive. So we are just going to sell some more here, even though we're not making as much. Special weapon order. Do I want to do that? Not sure I do. Oh, was there a tournament? No tournament. See here, these villagers just came out. Greetings, my lord. We're farmers from the village of Canteron. We're taking our product to market at Lycron. Apparently I don't have enough money, and I'm not going to attack them. I'm not going to turn bandit. At least not yet. I'd like to find... Here's one. I was going to say another village with a little issue. Ooh, actually kind of wouldn't mind taking on this group of looters. Let's see if we can get a little bit ahead of them before we hit the tree line. Because they're going to start running from me. I do outspeed them, so that's good.
You got a problem?
Not if you give up now. If not, prepare to fight. Alright. Let's do this. Get some more loot. Get some more experience.
Under my orders! Archers! Move! Soldier! Forward!
Nope, I gotta be careful of this river. I do not want to engage them in this river. Now, I don't think I can load the crossbow while mounted. I can, however, shoot. Oh no, this one I can. Okay. Now, I'm pretty terrible with the crossbow yet, but I can do short range hits. Again, a lot of what we're doing is distracting them. So only a few of them head to my troops at once. It's pretty easy to do with the looters, because their ranged attack is just throwing rocks at me, which hurt, but not so much that I'm rapidly in danger. That was a miss.
Attack!
Go ahead.
We shall not be
Okay, we didn't have anybody hurt. We captured one. And picked up some skills. Alright. So I do have a horse, so I can raise this guy to a cavalry unit. I'm going to wait on that until I have a couple of horses and a few more of them are ready to do that as well. Yes, I know I have troops ready to upgrade, but I'm not going to do that right this minute. get rid of that. Alright. Don't know if I know this one. This quest.
Hey, so who are you then?
My name's NJYosh. I'm Uncurian. I've lived here my life. I live all my life here, working the land as do my kin. A lot of the people here in Spatia, the common farmers and the craftsmen like me, they like me to speak for them. I've not heard of you, but you have the look of a man who will make something of himself someday. I heard you might need a problem. I heard you might need help with a problem. Ooh, I don't have enough gold to help him. Okay. What do you have for sale? Anything good? Probably should buy a little bit more grain. And we'll sell him some of this loot. He doesn't have much money, but... at least it pays for our grain. Oop, there's a tournament here. Let's see if I can get there before it ends. Ooh.
You, stop. Give us your silver.
I
We're
wasn't
not
looking.
playing games.
18 versus 8. You know what? We can do this. Give us a little bit of a defensive position. Be no problem. Well, not quite the defensive position I would have liked. Battling in town here. Maybe I can improve my position.
Infantry! Forward! Move! 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 Bowman! Forward!
Alright, let's see if we can pull some of them. Pulled some of them. I gotta be real careful that I don't get myself stuck. That's not a great spot. Yeah, this is a little dicey. I'm going to have to run the risk to my troops by letting them fight a little bit more than I normally would. Because if I get myself stuck, I'm dead. Now, fortunately, their pathing is to just sit there and throw rocks at me, which I can take for a little bit. Alright, now it's starting to hurt. The advantage to the light crossbow is I actually can move around while reloading it on the horse. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We're in trouble. Okay. Which you can't do. See how it has those two bars? Normally, if you're standing in position, you can't move while that first bar fills. Once that first bar fills, you can move while the second bar fills, which is like fitting the bolt. Missed. All right. We're going to have to utilize our troops here. Hoping for a lucky shot there. Didn't get it. Now you can hit your own troops, so you do have to be careful. All right, I'm falling back. Because I'm pretty hurt, and my troops should be able to finish it. Ooh, my companion gained some skill. Alright, we will go ahead and raise these to veteran infantrymen. We will raise you to Imperial Archer. Veteran Archer, sorry. Of course, as I raise, I am also going to be increasing how much money they require to keep them up, to keep them recruited. But we can't fight battles without decent troops. Now, unfortunately, I'm pretty hurt, so going into the tournament now is not going to be in the best position for myself. All right, let's raise our charm because that's kind of stuck at max. I thought you raised, okay. But I can also raise one of these with this. So we're going to give a little bit more points into social, which raises all three of those a little bit. Now, hopefully, I can get in here and wait a little bit so I can heal up some. Can't afford to wait too long. Let's go to the Tavern District and ransom my prisoners. Lakita. Devious, generous, and calculating. You are a rogue. It's good at one-handed. Yep. Not a bad companion to get, but I don't have the money to do it, really. Alright. Let's get rid of all of this stuff I picked up. Gives myself a little bit more money. And let's try to heal some. I really hope I can improve my health before the tournament runs out. So I don't have a doctor. I don't have someone that's good in medicine in my party. I'm currently the best of my party. Alright, I'm going to take a chance. I really want to join the tournament, and I don't want that to wait another day and maybe it be gone. Alright, a tournament will be The tournament will be a melee group fight. As you approach the arena, you overhear gossip about the contestants and prizes. Apparently, there are 3 lords with renowned fighting skills present in the city who plan to enter the tournament. Given the turnout, the organizers are offering a militia panache for the victor. I don't know. There's a very good chance I'm not going to win this tournament, but we'll give it a shot. If you're confident in your abilities, oh sure, you're on a different team. If you're confident in your abilities, you can bet. I'm going to bet a little bit. I'm only going to bet in the first round here. This is for winning. So if you don't win, you get nothing. I do like that I start with a bow. That's pretty good. Try to help my teammates out some. I think I want to be focusing on the blue team if I can, but because it's going to be the top 2 teams, and we're already down a troop. Oh, and it's for Creed, of course. That was a hit. That's good. I don't have to eliminate the red or green teams, although green is almost down too. There we go. I'm the last on my team. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a horse. Alright, so I do advance. Oh, that's not a... That is a ranger bow that I cannot use mounted. So this may have been a tactical mistake. Wasn't trying to hit the horse. There we go. Excellent. I didn't have to beat him to win this stage. Alright, I'm not in this round, so I can watch it, but we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna skip this round and join. We're not going to add any to our bet, because if I lose, I can't afford it. Okay. We're going to do the same thing we do in the melee. I don't want to get in the middle of that and have multiple people attacking me. They can all figure out who it is. They're all better armed, better armored than me. That makes a big difference here. It does not make a difference in the practice rounds because you all have no equipment. But here, you have your actual armor. They have much better armor than I do. There we go. Now, still might have been safe if I had lost that fight, because there were 4 teams and I was in the top 2, but I'm not sure, with having not personally knocked anyone out, whether I would have been. All right. We're now down to just 2 teams. I've got a veteran infantryman on my team against a veteran archer and Fur Creed. Man, he is got some health. I'm hoping my infantrymen can take care of that guy. Yeah. Good job. Now I go against him. See, that I've done well, the odds have gone down. Me wagering 100 only earns me an extra 40. So it's actually not worth the chance of losing because I don't have that much money right now. So just a one-on-one. Ooh. There we go. All right. We won our first tournament. Renown gain. I gain that weapon, which is probably going to be better than what I'm currently using. And I get an extra 600 from my bets. Could have been more, but I wasn't prepared to risk losing most of my money. Especially not with my current armor. So let's see what that weapon was. Mace, weapon tier 4, swing speed 101, 54 blunt, 51 length, 107 handling. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's better. Has the advantage, it's not as long, has the advantage of being a blunt weapon, which I can use to knock people out. I might give it to him, though. Actually, can I? No. Might just sell it, honestly. Yeah, it's worth more to me as for sale than as loot. I am going to have to end this here. Pick up a couple more recruits. Yeah. And then I'm going to end this here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will see you next time.